What is up, everybody? Mikey Dapeeks here with Dapeeks.
How y'all doing?
And get in, losers. We're invading Poland. So the war's begun. We're at war. No one's really trying. France isn't really trying to mess with us, which is good. They're not bombing us. Are they bombing us? Yeah, they're not really bombing us, which is also good. But we do have resource problems because why? Trade influence.
We're not trading.
Because our ships are getting sunk going through the English Channel. How historical. We need to. How historical of us. We need to secure a more safe route to get resources from Sweden. Imagine that. Oh, so one thing you will notice is if you look at our decisions, we can't take MIFO bills anymore.
Oh.
If you look at our construction, we have 46 factories devoted to consumer goods.
That's not good.
So basically, this is the part, I think. So whenever we get 150 political power, we're going to want to change our economy law.
Okay.
Which is good. We want to boost our war support because if we get 80% war support, we can do total mobilization. And that is good because then we can do women in the workforce. So basically we get total mobilization and the gloriousness that is basically we get more manpower from that without total mobile. You basically get to have your cake and eat it too, is the way to say it. War bonds. That's good.
You have to actually eat your cake and have it too. That's how they call it the Unabomber, oddly enough.
What's that?
So the original phrase was "eat your cake and have it too." Believe it or not. And sometime like the 18th century, they messed it up.
Well,
so
there's no going back now, unfortunately.
Ted Kaczynski in all of his letters would, or Unabomber Manifesto, he wrote, "Eat your cake and have it too," and the language was so unique that his brother recognized it and turned him in. Yeah.
You learn something every day. So, I'm trying not to do a whole lot. There's just a bunch of notifications in the Baltic or everywhere about our naval bombers. So, if you notice, you can kind of see the flags a little bit. There are British and French troops in Poland. So, imagine that. They're actually helping out their allies and not just sitting along the Maginot hoping nothing bad happens to them. So, that is one thing. Another thing of note is, well, they're not attacking us, and there are no naval invasions. Now, we do have some slight problems. They're moving strategic bombers all around Germany. So, if you look at our construction screen, the civilian factory screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see how at the bottom there's like the ones like outlined in red, and there's like the flashing like red wrench or whatever. That is damaged factories and infrastructure and everything. So basically that's stuff damaged from bombing. Now, unlike normal factories and everything that you have to put effort in to build, stuff that's already been built but it's just damaged will like have like a ticket, will repair itself eventually. So so we are very close to capitulating Poland. We are 97%. So we need to take a victory point or a couple. So okay, look near the Russian border. You see how we have some Polish troops encircled? If we attack, or we need to, I'm gonna manually tell these divisions to attack because they're cut off and they will suffer greatly in combat, and we can overrun them, and that's manpower they can't get back. So there we go. Also attacking Lodz and Danzig because if we take one city, which we're trying to do, then Poland will capitulate. Now, what happens when Poland capitulates? Basically, all their homeland flips to us except land all of their troops in their homeland get disbanded, and any allied troops of theirs, so British, French expeditionary forces, we also have more encirclements. This is beautiful. They just kind of get stuck and usually get overrun. So it's very good. We get a portion of their equipment stockpile, which is very nice.
Very nice.
Yes, it's
Great success.
great success. Kazakhstan is big, by the way.
Yeah, what's going on with them? Oh,
They're part of the Soviets, and they're not a releasable country either.
That's lame.
So if you click like around in Africa, you can see you can like release a lot of the countries, you know, like Kenya and Tanzania and a bunch of the colonies. Not even in like Vietnam, like you can you can split up French Indochina, and there we go. Poland has capitulated. So you get a nice little event. Adolf Hitler is announced a cowardly Polish nation. Blah blah blah. And notice we've taken half of their equipment stockpile, so we get a lot of equipment. We have a lot of encirclements, which
Yeah, wait, they capitulated. Why are they still fighting?
Those are allies. Those are French and British, which is good for us because they're easy pickings. So if you just watch their casualty numbers are about to go up big time. So that is very good. Definitely a plus there. Hungary got like part of the country, which is good. Buff them up. However, we might take it for ourselves. In the peace conference, which is much further along than I would like. So, okay. So we're just mopping up some encirclements. Okay, so we got a MP38. Yeah, so we got MP38, 1939 guns. We have all the 1939 industry. We have a research booster radar, so if you want to build it, that would be...
That's under engineering?
Yeah, that would be a thing to do.
Radio detection?
Yes. We can also get better artillery, but we can use a future one on that one. So go ahead and you can go ahead and tell the our production lines for the Car 98 to produce the new one. And
production screen.
Oh, these encirclements! Oh my God! Okay, so we basically just inflicted now 100,000 British casualties just from the encirclements.
We want to make the MP38.
The newest infantry equipment, the MP38.
Okay.
Okay, so Hungary wants to send us expeditionary forces. So we're going to decline them, and I'm going to tell you why. So you can, if you're not in a war with someone, so if you're not in the same faction as someone who's fighting a war, you can send them volunteers like we did in the Spanish Civil War, and basically you get to control an army in their war. Expeditionary forces you can do it when you're allied with someone and in the same war as them. Usually AI tries to give it to you. Basically, you take control of their divisions, which we don't want to do that. We kind of want Hungary to, deal with their own problems, more or less. So,
will that make them like us less?
No, they won't care at all. They might spam us with notifications a little bit, but I think they're like set to not do that too often.
Alrighty, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, an extra block.
So now I'm gonna pause. So I'm gonna, now assign some guys to guard the port of Danzig. It'd be really embarrassing to get naval invaded through our main reason for this war, right?
Yeah.
So okay, so we're at war with the Allies.
Operation Weserberg is what we're gonna do.
So yeah, so we're gonna get the extra research slot, and yeah, we can either do Around the Maginot or Operation Weserberg. I say. I would say we should do Weserberg because of one, I think that's how it happened in real life, but also getting a land border with Finland would be nice. Well, we already have a land border with the Soviets, so that's going to be interesting.
Is Finland going to join us or no?
What's that?
If we get troops up there quick enough, will Finland join us or no?
Well, Finland's not at war yet, but
I know. Whenever they go to war, if we get troops like right there, would they join us?
if Finland goes to war, if Finland is in a war, they will join us because they need help to win. So for purely self-preservation, Finland would join the war.
Should we give Hell some more people then, since he's going to be in Sweden? Sweden?
Well, you see, he's at his max command limit. He's at 24 out of 24 armies.
Oh, okay.
So that's a very good idea. So we should maybe have him invade Norway, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's plan a naval invasion order. So select Hell. Okay, first of all, go to the Navy tab, and underneath the date and everything.
Uh-huh.
And so you see our naval invasion capacity, the number at the right there is only 10.
Yeah.
So we can only have 10 troops do a naval invasion at once. So select 10 divisions from Hell's army. I'm gonna.
Can we increase that at all?
We can with technology.
Oh.
So it's a 1940 tech. It is ahead of time. But not by much. So maybe for the next time, we're gonna get a new tech in one day. So actually, I'm just gonna let it play for one day. Come on, we are okay. So let's pause. So if we do this, it'll take 173 days.
Will that be enough time?
Yeah. So let's do that. I'm gonna do that.
I mean,
so here's the deal. So it takes I'm gonna start the naval invasion plan. So what I did is I'm selecting the top 10 or just 10 divisions from Hell's army. So you can click on the naval invasion order button, and then it kind of highlights all the ports. So I'm gonna select Kiel, and then it just highlights literally every naval province in the world. So then you left click on the port, and then you right click on your target. I say we just roll up straight up into Oslo. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Just drop 10 divisions right into Oslo, and then I press enter. Now, notice if I select the rest of them, it won't let me assign them to that army. Mouse over. So if you mouse over a Hell's order arrow or whatever, it says reserved convoy 0 out of 30. And invasion still preparing 0 out of 70 days. So basically, to do a naval invasion, you need to have convoys, and also it takes a while to prepare. So basically, 70 days, and the tech took 100 is going to take 170.
Will you let it run for 3 days so you can do a new national focus? I mean, run for 6 days. I mean.
So I'm going to do a couple. So I'm going to get Albert on. I'm going to get Heinz Guderian to go. Ready to invade Denmark.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get Albert Kesselring. Some of his divisions took some losses, so I'm going to.
Will Sweden join us or no?
No. Sweden isn't fleshed out enough to need that. What are you doing? Oh. Okay. Alright, so we got extra research slot.
Operation Verserbung.
Operation Verserbung, indeed. And the thing is, once we select this national focus, we'll get war goals. We don't necessarily have to use them right away. So I'm
30 days.
So I'm gonna spend our extra research slot. I'm gonna devote that to the new our new howitzer model. So 22. Let's see, 23. So Albert Kesselring. So we're gonna do a couple things. We can possibly, we're gonna want to go to around the Maginot. But do we want to help Italy invade from the south, or do we just want to or do we just want to,
Let's open that can of worms later.
So stay in our lane and
yeah.
So take Albert Kesselring and give him an order. Give him a front line on Netherlands and give him an offensive line to attack them.
What does he look like? I don't know what he looks like.
He's the guy off all the way on the right. He's the one in the offensive army that doesn't have an order right now.
The Nut Army? Oh no.
The K Army. K Army.
Nut Army.
Army Group K.
What are we gonna do with it again?
We are going to have him invade the Netherlands, or prepare to invade the Netherlands.
Let's see if I remember how to do this.
So click on the front line order.
Yeah.
Click on the Dutch border. Just right click to yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
If you just right click while hovering over the Dutch border, there you go. Now
no, we got a little bit of no, we don't. Never mind.
Okay. So now click on offensive line, and then right click and drag an offensive line just kind of along the Dutch coast. Just to, tell them like, hey, conquer all of the Netherlands.
Make sure the Hague's in there and Rotterdam. Oh shit, I fucked up. That looks retarded. Is it good?
I'll clean it up.
Yeah, that looks stupid. I couldn't see.
Well, okay, so the reason it's split up like this is because you drew it partially through the problem is this. Okay. Another teaching moment here. We don't need tungsten from Portugal, so let's stop losing factories. Okay, you see this resistance to occupation button? All the way up at the top?
Yeah.
Okay, and if you go into the resistance map mode, which is F6 on it's the little flame at the bottom right. So you'll see there's some resistance in Poland. So we have our little cavalry dude. I'm gonna give him a commander. We have a cavalry commander. So what you do is you can set a garrison on those states, and then wait, what is he? Where is he? Okay, you can set a garrison on those states and tell them to only garrison for suppression.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna start training up some more cavalry, some more what's it called? Some more resistance guys.
3 days left till Operation Verserbahn.
Yep. So what we're gonna do is this is actually something I'm unsure about because it's a little strange. Okay, so we bypassed war with France. I'm gonna pause for a second. What to do? Do we want to align Romania? Do we want to get more synthetic? We're hurting on.
Let's run the resource map mode. We're hurting on oil.
We need tungsten, and so we're about to be.
Sweden's got a shit ton of that, don't they?
Sweden does have a shit ton of that, and we're gonna hopefully have a land border with Sweden soon. So basically, we have to decide. Are we ready to go to war with like the Netherlands or with Sweden? I say we should wrap up the Nordic countries that we're going to attack.
Yeah, I don't want to start with the Netherlands now.
So let's do either. Let's do air innovations. Since it's
air innovations too.
Or no, just regular, air innovations up at the top. Since it's almost 1940, and the new airplanes show up in 1940.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do that. We should improve. We should also improve relations with Sweden. I'm gonna do that. Start doing that so they can actually trade with us. And so yeah, that's actually it for this. That's time for us. So what I suggest we do is we're gonna take a little break, and then we are going to invade the Nordic countries. So hope y'all will show up for that. That's going to be a swell time. This offensive line is cancerous a little bit. I'm going to fix that.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's just there you go.
Fix it after you.
There you go. I mean, the one in Denmark doesn't look good, but that's partially because Denmark's weird as hell. But anyways, yep, we're going to go to war with them in the next episode. So if this guide was helpful, please leave a like, consider subscribing to the channel, follow me on Twitter, check out my Patreon page. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll try and get back to you and help you out. Thanks so much for watching. Until the next one, this is Mikey Panzernator signing out. See ya, nerds.